The following is a presentation of Radio Plus Video Sports.
Henschel from the Wildcat. Henschel now will get in a head full of steam. There goes Henschel to the end zone. Touchdown right through the shoot mark.
Radio Plus Sports, a Wisconsin Broadcasters Association first place winner for best digital production in the state.
Delmacher rolling out to the left, flips the hips over the middle. He's got him! Brody Highland to the end zone! His second touchdown of the day!
In-depth interviews with coaches and players, sideline reports, in-depth analysis, and top-notch production.
With 6 seconds left on the clock, Gannon Schwartz, misdirection, goes out to the right. He's got a man in the end zone. Two-point conversion for the Vikings!
Radio Plus Sports, a Wisconsin Broadcasters Association multi-year first place winner for best play-by-play in the state.
In motion comes Neal. Play fake to Neal.
Got him.
Eli Mikulkevich down the field. Hauled in by the Cardinals.
Thanks to our Radio Plus Video Sports sponsors.
Edward Jones, Integrity Saw and Tool, Bauer Chiropractic, Bondi Family Dental,
Sargento Cheese, Len's Truck Center, Right Way Home Improvement, Taco Bell,
Addison Jones Real Estate, Holiday Automotive, Quest Interiors, Wisconsin Lighting Lab,
BCI Burke, Marion University, Fox Valley Savings Bank, Musa Sheet Metal,
Coal, Oil and Propane, Dufresne Moving and Storage, Marco Tax Service, Winnebago Lutheran Academy,
Bob's Pizza, AirTech, Silica for your home, The Wellness Way,
Fond du Lac Credit Union, Roush Insurance, Scotty's Auto Works, St. Mary Springs Academy,
Bristol Morgan Bank, New Medical Center, Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, Hopper's Silk Screen and Embroidery,
Smith Builders, National Exchange Bank and Trust, Brad Tagliapietra, American Family Insurance Agent, Everson Law Office,
Michaels Corporation, Aurora Healthcare, Fogel Family Dentistry, Anders Auto Parts, Schaefer Auto, Keller Buildings,
Surrower Family Dental.
Let's go live to the Radio Plus Sports broadcast booth.
School, Horace Mann High School here in North Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. A bitter cold, it's not that cold out, but we're getting some weather rolling into town. North Fondy went on the road and lost to Mayville. First game of the season for them. Elsewhere in boys basketball action tonight, Mayville is at Omro. That one got tipped off at 6 o'clock. Gamblesport is at Winnebago Lutheran, and Lamira, who's up to number 3 in the state in Division 4, they are at Laconia to take on the Spartans. We're going to take an early timeout here as part of our Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show, and we'll return right after this on Radio Plus.
A personal experience with a custom feel. Each home Smith Builders builds is unique. Their design and selections perfectly crafted for you. To learn more, visit smithbuildersinc.com or stop by 227 Morris Court. Smith Builders of Fond du Lac. Traditional values, exceptional services. A proud sponsor of local high school sports.
Gas prices, home expenses, education. Will those costs always go up? Probably. At Winnebago Lutheran Academy, we can help you with one of them. We are a part of the Wisconsin Parental Choice Program, a program which enables qualifying families to receive a quality Christian education at no cost. That's right, zero tuition if you qualify. To learn more, visit WLAVikings.org.
Living it for 4 years, loving it forever.
Life is full of milestones, big and small. At Fond du Lac Credit Union, we're proud to be a part of your journey. From landing your first job, to moving into your dream home, starting a family, or planning for what's next, we make the money part easy so you can focus on what matters most. Whatever stage you're in, we're right there with you. Fond du Lac Credit Union, here for life and every stage along the way. For more information, visit fdlcu.com or stop in today.
Are you or a loved one living with the discomfort and hopelessness of peripheral neuropathy? The tingling, the numbness, the life-altering pain? Are you tired of taking medications that only mask the symptoms or don't work at all? You don't have to live like that anymore. Introducing New Medical Center, your beacon of hope in the fight against peripheral neuropathy. Our team of dedicated specialists uses the latest advancement in medical technology to help you regain control of your life. Our personalized treatment plans are designed to reduce your pain, improve your balance, and restore your quality of life, all while targeting the cause of your neuropathy. Visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com.
Okay, let's start with some clouds, some mountains over there, and finally a river. Hey, Dad, look.
Looks like the perfect spot.
American Family Insurance is here to protect your family on the road with the Travel Peace of Mind package.
American Family Insurance.
Visit Brad Tegla Pizza today in Fond du Lac or Ripon.
Back here at North Fondy, getting you set for the Ledgers and the Orioles. Coming up in about 20 minutes or so, we'll finish out this JV game where the Orioles are in big-time control. They're leading this one 61-35 over Springs. And then we'll have the 15-minute warm-up period, and then we'll be ready to roll. This is the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. Fondy Family Dental presents our Coach's Smile interview. Fondy Family Dental, Dr. Chad and his team will make you smile before, after, and yes, even during your appointment. Part of showing up a little bit later than I thought for the pregame show means I didn't get to catch either of the coaches before they went into the pregame locker room to have their pregame discussions with their teams. So we'll say this: what would make Coach Kyle Krieger smile from St. Mary Springs? Well, his team 0-2 in the non-con. They played Oostburg and Kohler, a couple of really good non-conference opponents, and then obviously I mentioned they get that buzzer beater win against Omro. I think what Coach Krieger would love to see more of is that defensive effort that he's gotten the last two times out. Talking about the effort against Kohler to hold the Blue Bombers to 64 points and then holding Omro to 50, a team that had been averaging north of 70 coming into that contest. Those are two really good defensive efforts from Coach Krieger. He's a guy that really loves that deflection stats, and he loves when his guys get into those passing lanes, get deflections, turn those opportunities into steals, and eventually transition fast break points. So that is what would make Coach Kyle Krieger smile. And tell you what, for North Fond du Lac, who, by the way, is coming off of their first win of the season, they played St. Lawrence Seminary on Friday and beat the Hilltoppers 83-47. And I think Coach Tony Putty, who in his first year heading up this program, I think he's got to be excited with some of the balance that he's seen so far from his team. And if you pull them up on a per-game basis, Mario Romo averaging 20 points per game, Logan Putty with 10 points per game, Drew Stetbacher with nearly 10 a game, and Caleb Logan just shy of 10 a game. So there's four different players there for Coach Putty who are in or near double figures. And I think he's got to really like the fact that it's not just one guy. Yes, Mario Romo is a terrific athlete, a tremendous player for this North Fond du Lac team, but it's more than just that. You look at what Logan Putty has done, and Drew Stetbacher and Caleb Logan. And so these are some names that you got to go down the list here for North Fond du Lac. And Coach Putty obviously trying to turn this thing around and continue the positive, get this thing headed in a positive direction. And he got his first career win last Friday and trying to now earn his first Flyway Conference win at some point this season. He'll try tonight against the Ledgers. Fondy Family Dental provides our Coach's Smile interview. That's what would make both of these coaches smile coming up here tonight. Let's take a timeout. We'll come back with our keys to the game. Those are built by Pino Construction. We'll tell you more about them next. Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show rolls on right after this. Stay with us.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture, we're honored to be voted by you to be one of the best mattress stores in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the finest in style, comfort, and quality to the Waupun area.
We've teamed up with amazing brands like Ashley, Lazy Boy, Bestcraft, Marshfield, Best Home Furnishings, Mega Motion to offer you the best selection around.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Make your home a place you truly love with Verhaeg's Furniture Market.
This is Craig Larson, sales manager with locally owned Dufresne Moving and Storage. Moving is very important to me, and I take pride in making sure our clients are happy with their overall experience at a reasonable cost and done in a high quality manner. We have a crew that is dedicated on taking care of your stuff. Call me today for an estimate at 1-800-425-MOVE or visit us at DufresneMoving.com. Dufresne Moving and Storage of Fond du Lac. Making your move and storage of goods simple.
People have a reluctance to go see the dentist. It's an easy thing to put off or avoid altogether. But one visit to the caring professionals at Fondi Family Dental will change the way you think about the dentist. They provide quality family dental services to all ages in a happy, honest, and efficient manner that teaches and involves you on your custom plan. If you don't have insurance, ask about their new membership plan that can save you money. Call or schedule online today at FondiFamilyDental.com.
I'm not ready for Christmas this year.
All the decorating, cooking, and shopping to be done.
We don't have time to elf around. We gotta get down to Camera Casino where they got something for everyone on our list.
Cameras, accessories, prints, and photo gifts. Wow, we can get all our shopping done right there and fast. Do you think they have reindeer wash there too?
I'm getting too old for this.
Happy holidays from Camera Casino.
For great gift ideas, it's Camera Casino, downtown Oshkosh.
Marco, the name our area trusts for all things related to your tax return. For over 60 years, our community has trusted the Marco Tax Service at 43 East 3rd Street, Fond du Lac.
Here we go.
We return here to North Fond du Lac High School for our Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. Jordan King with you here in the Radio Plus broadcast booth here at North Fondy. Our keys to the game are built by Pino Construction. Turn vision into reality with Pino Construction. Well, for St. Mary's Springs, I think it's almost a simple key for both of these teams. And for Springs is jumping out early on North Fond du Lac and maybe creating some of that doubt in the minds of the Orioles. Now, again, I think Coach Putty, a great appointment, and seems like he's got these guys playing tremendously hard. But North Fondy really struggled in conference play over the last couple of years. And opening night, lose by 19 on the road at Mayville. So maybe an opportunity early for Springs to maybe create some doubt in the minds of the Orioles. For North Fond du Lac, meanwhile, the longer you can keep this a 1-2-3 score contest, I think the better the Orioles are going to feel down the stretch. And maybe Springs starts to tighten up a little bit if you can keep this thing close. Maybe single digits within 10, build a lead in the first half. I think that's kind of what both of these teams are trying to do. For Springs, that quick start, spark this thing off. And for North Fondy, if they can just hang with the Ledgers as long as they possibly can, and then maybe the Springs, like I said, maybe they tighten up a little bit down the stretch. Maybe you force a couple of turnovers, a bad bounce here or there, and you find yourself right in a ball game in that second half. And I think that's kind of the key for Coach Putty and his team headed in here. Obviously, they got to get Mario Romo going, and for Springs, a lot of things run through Ben Baker, who had 24 points in their opening win of the season back on Thursday. He had 24, including the game-winning triple in the right corner to take down the Amarillo Foxes. I thought we were headed to overtime in that game. I got to be quite honest with you. And Ben Baker got free in the corner and able to end that game in regulation. 50 seconds left here. North Fondy cruising. They're up by nearly 30 points here against the Ledgers JV team. The Bauer Chiropractic Injury Report got pain. See Shane, Dr. Shane Bauer. Again, did not get to talk to Coach Putty. There are a couple of North Fondy players that are down there in street clothes. So we'll circle back to this as soon as I can get some identification on who that is for North Fond du Lac. Again, just the time change and the starting change that I was not informed about kind of threw us for a loop up here at the Radio Plus broadcast booth. Didn't see anything changed on our school. Usually if there's a time change, that gets posted, and I was looking at that and did not see that. So that's my apologies on that, but we'll circle back for our Bauer Chiropractic Injury Report. This is the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. We are going to take another time out. When we come back, you'll see the varsity players out on the floor running through their warm-ups and getting set for Ledgers and Orioles. That's coming up about 15 minutes from right now here on Radio Plus. Stay with us.
Got pain? See Shane. Dr. Shane Bauer at Bauer Chiropractic. Dr. Bauer can help relieve pain in arthritic knees, reduce and relieve pain from degenerative and herniated lumbar discs in your back. Dr. Bauer's laser treatment relieves pain and inflammation. Works like cortisone without the side effects. Dr. Bauer also offers custom orthotics for proper back posture. Since 1998, this area has trusted the team at Bauer Chiropractic. So if you've got pain, see Shane at Bauer Chiropractic.
Your dream space starts with quartz countertops from Quest Interiors. Whether it's your kitchen, bathroom, mudroom, or even a closet island, we custom fabricate one-of-a-kind surfaces that elevate every room. And the best part? We install many in as little as 1 week, quickly turning your vision into reality. Visit our showrooms in Oshkosh and Fond du Lac. Quest Interiors, exceptional style, exceptional savings.
Keller, building trust since 1960.
Here at the Wellness Way Fond du Lac, we disrupt the standard approach to healthcare. We understand that common is not normal, and unlike the restrictive healthcare mentality, we dig deeper to find answers to life-restricting health challenges. While focusing on overcoming interference in the body, we go beyond symptom-based care and address your unique physiology, allowing your mind and body to find its way to better health. You don't need to merely get through every day, but rather take control of your life and, more importantly, your health. The Wellness Way Fond du Lac. Do health differently.
Add more joy to your holiday season and drive with confidence this winter in a new vehicle from Holiday. Score deep savings, get more for your trade, and enjoy our exceptional guest care.
We want our guests to feel respected with honesty and integrity.
It's what we do.
What I've experienced from this team is genuine care that you can feel. I'm UFC fighter Dante Lockjaw Johnson, and I drive Holiday.
Find yours and discover the difference at Holiday Automotive Fond du Lac.
It's worth the trip.
It's more than just a job. It truly is a family. They value you, great pay, great benefits. They definitely care about setting people up for success in their retirement years. I don't see a reason to want to leave.
FES Bank is here to help you achieve your dream of home ownership. For a limited time, we're offering home loans with just $595 closing costs plus title. Whether you're buying a new home or wanting to refinance, our experienced team is here to assist you. Visit our website at fbsbank.com or give us a call at 1-800-242-7880. Our friendly and experienced team will help guide you through the journey with FBS Bank. FBS Bank, banking made personal.
Cleaning your gutters is a pain, but ignoring them could ruin the value of your home. Gutter Helmet is the solution. Choose the perfect color to blend with your home, and our certified technicians will install Gutter Helmet in less than a day. Call Gutter Helmet today to never clean your gutters again.
Glad to have you back with us here on our Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. 12 minutes left here in warm-ups, and we'll tip this thing off and get you started between the Orioles and the Ledgers. North Fondy, opening game of the season, they lost to number 2 in Division 5 Sheboygan Lutheran. That was 101-66. That's a good Sheboygan Lutheran team that can really score the basketball, as evidenced by their 100-point outing, obviously. Mayville then beat them 78-59, and as we mentioned, 83-47, the first win of the season for North Fond du Lac, coming on Friday against the St. Lawrence Seminary Hilltoppers. In that contest, the leader in points was Mario Romo with 22 points. He also had 10 rebounds, part of a double-double. Logan Putty had 18 points, 6 assists, 5 steals, and 4 rebounds as he stuffed the stat sheet. Drew Stetbacher had a double-double, 11 points and 10 boards. Garrett Garcia with 6 points. Dimitri Reed with 5 points and 7 rebounds. Ben Woods with 5 points. Dawson Supley got in on the scoring. Caleb Logan had 4 points. 5 assists and 3 steals, and a smattering of other players able to get on the score sheet for North Fond du Lac. And we'll get confirmation of this. It looks like it's Kaysen Trafnagel down there that is in street clothes for the Orioles, and he only had 2 points against St. Lawrence Seminary after being a pretty impactful player through the first 2 games. So we'll try to get confirmation on that, but that would obviously be a significant absence should he not be able to go. Kaysen Trafnagel and Logan Putty, a couple of tremendous cross-country runners for the North Fond du Lac Orioles. And North Fondy once again had a really nice cross-country season in the fall, and mostly due to those 2 runners, as they were both second-team all-conference contributors on that cross-country team. So there's a look at North Fond du Lac, and then back over to the St. Mary's Springs Academy Ledgers. They lost 85-35. That one kind of jumped off the page to a lot of people because Springs has been so good recently, and they just do not lose games by 50 points. And number one, it tells you how good Oostburg is, and now having seen Springs with my own eyes, I'll be interested to see how far that Oostburg team ends up going because, as I mentioned, Springs just does not lose games in that type of fashion. Then they played against Kohler. 64-58 was the final in that one. And then we mentioned the Omro game. Get you the stats from that Omro contest. Ben Baker, we mentioned 24 points, 5 boards, 5 assists, 5 steals, 5 deflections, 3 assists, 2 steals. He did not turn the basketball over, and I think that's something that Coach Krieger is something that's going to bring a smile to his face for sure. Brody Stefani had 8 points and 5 rebounds, also had 11 deflections. He's a really long, lanky rebounder, defender, really a good-looking player for the Ledgers. Calvin Steffes with 3 points. Will Jan had 2 points, 6 rebounds. Joey Kuhn had 2 points, 5 assists. He also had 9 deflections defensively. Matt Miller with 2 points and 6 rebounds. So that's what it looked like statistically for the Ledgers in their opening conference game back on Thursday that ended up being a 3-point win, 53-50 against the Omro Foxes. There you see the captains for North Fondy, Drew Stetbacher and Dimitri Reed, along with Coach Putty, who is 1-2 in his career. Springs comes into this one 1-2. There's Coach Kyle Krieger, along with his captains Joey Kuhn and Ben Baker down there. Baker, the only senior on this team this year, and in some ways maybe that contributed to the start that Springs had this season. All right, we're about 8 minutes from tipping this thing off between these two Flyway Conference foes, and we will take another timeout. We'll come back with more here of the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show when we return on Radio Plus Video Sports.
Tired of pushy sales tactics? Welcome to Schaefer Auto, where they make buying a vehicle simple, safe, and satisfying. You'll find a sweet selection of pre-owned vehicles for every budget. Each is inspected and backed by a warranty option of your choice. Financing isn't a problem. Get approved online and drive home with confidence. Schaefer Auto has the right ride for you. Visit the lot at 404 Shaler Drive in Waupun and online at schaefer-auto.com. Schaefer Auto, no gimmicks, no pressure, no worries.
Just like a great team, National Exchange Bank and Trust knows that success is built on strong relationships and trust. Since 1933, the bank has been locally owned and focused on serving the needs of our community so that our friends and neighbors can live the life they want. Let National Exchange Bank and Trust be your financial teammate for life, because when it comes to your financial goals, we're here to help you stay ahead of the game. Visit nebat.com to learn more.
Dr. Todd Serauer is proud to announce the addition of his son, Dr. Brady Serauer, to their new office on South Main Street. Visit them at their brand new office on South Main Street in Fond du Lac and see how the Serauer Family Dental is making you smile generation after generation.
The Rademan family has been quarrying and producing natural stone products for over 50 years. Is your driveway in need of repair? Here at Rademans, our crushed stone division provides our customer with stone needed for maintaining your gravel driveway. Our quarry stone division provides landscape stones such as stepping stones and retaining wall stone for your outdoor living areas. We also offer natural thin and full veneer stone for interior applications such as fireplaces or outdoor applications to combine with or replace your siding or brick. Rademan Stone and Landscape Company, where we have the materials to do the best work on earth.
Hi, I'm Aaron Sadoff, blessed to be the president of Marian University right here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. If you are beginning your college adventure or looking to transfer, Marian University could be the perfect fit for you. Our beautiful campus, our amazing faculty and staff, our Division III athletics, and our amazing mission are waiting for you. Come visit Marian University. Not only will you get a great education, but we will help you become the best for the world. Good luck and go Sabres.
Today's game is brought to you by Edward Jones and these area Edward Jones financial advisors. Robert Bruce, located at 68 North Main Street. Patrick Ellistad, located at 560 Fond du Lac Avenue. Matt Moses, located at 201 South Marr Street. Jeff Wills, located at 649 Fond du Lac Avenue. And Matt Helmer, located at 649 Fond du Lac Avenue. Good luck to all athletes in today's game. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
We return here to North Fond du Lac High School. Jordan King with you here. We got Cam punching the buttons, Amos on the camera. Appreciate their work tonight. They do the hard job. I just get to sit here and describe basketball to you, that's a pretty good gig, huh? North Fond du Lac and Springs, both 1-2. Springs 1-0 in the Flyway Conference. As we kind of talk about that, let's talk about the Flyway Conference and how the early season standings shake out after game number 1. Lamira with a big-time home win. They beat Winnebago Lutheran despite a 38-point outing from Gannon Schwartz. And the Lions got 37 from Keegan Kell and Jake Bresky combined. Kell had 22 by himself. Bresky able to chip in 15 of his own. Bresky averaging a double-double coming off of that knee injury. And the Lions are 1-0. That dropped WLA to 0-1. Mentioned that Mayville and the Mayville and North Fond du Lac game. Leading scorers for Mayville in that one was Talon Meyer, who had 18 points, and 13 Mayville got from Emerson Middlestat, 10 from Braxton Weiss. So that made the Cardinals 1-0 in Flyway Conference play. Told you about Springs taking down Omro. Omro had a couple of 12-point scorers in that contest, Blake Stachura and Lucas Kashabuski. And then the final game on opening night was between Campbell Sport and Laconia. And in that game, Laconia got 18 and 10 from Mason Langenfeld, 15 points from Beckett Wiesgerber. Reed Langenfeld had 14 points as well to chip in for Laconia. But Campbellsport did a really nice job in the second half. They came back, got it all the way back within a single possession down the stretch, just weren't able to capitalize and finish that contest off. 57-51 was the final. The leader for Campbellsport was Carter Gellings with 23 points. Trevin Shea added 13 for Campbellsport. So that's what it looked like in game number 1 across the Flyway Conference. That means Lamira, Laconia, Springs, and Mayville all 1-0, and that leaves North Fond du Lac, Campbellsport, Winnebago Lutheran, and Omro at 0-1, and already playing some catch-up in the Flyway Conference. So there you go. Before we take a timeout, let's try to grab a quick update from Laconia and Lamira. I mentioned that game was moved up. It's supposed to start at 6:30. We'll see if they had better luck than we did here, and maybe they were able to actually get that going at 6:30. We're a little bit behind that, but that's all right. Currently, Lamira 7-4 in early lead for the Lions over the Spartans. So there you go. Let's take a timeout, our final timeout. When we come back, we will we'll send it to a timeout during the national anthem. We'll come back. We'll give you the starting lineups for both of these teams, and then we'll be ready for our Right Way Home Improvement opening tip-off. That's when we return. You're watching the Ledgers and the Orioles, and you're watching here on Radio Plus Video Sports.
A life in motion is a life well lived. At every age and every stage, we help you do more of the things you love. To keep you moving, to keep you achieving, to keep you striving. At Aurora Healthcare, we make care easier and more accessible than ever.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
Fond du Lac Equipment Rental and Repair is ready for your next project, so be sure to talk to Dave and his experienced staff. You know, from air compressors to chainsaws, excavators, lifts, tools, saws, and so much more. Now, do you have your snowblower tuned up and ready for the upcoming winter season? Fond du Lac Equipment Rental and Repair can do it. Check out their expanded rental lineup, too. Mention the words Radio Rental to get a 10% discount on your next rental. You can find them on Ford Drive on the west side of Fond du Lac.
Fond du Lac Equipment Rental and Repair is a proud Echo and Cub Cadet dealer.
Kirky Funeral Chapel and Crematory in Fond du Lac, a proud sponsor of local high school sports. Don and the team at Kirky Funeral Chapel and Crematory invite you to discover who has made Kirky Funeral Chapel and Crematory the ultimate provider of creating healing experiences in the community. To find out more about Kirky Funeral Chapel and Crematories, visit kirkyfuneralchapel.com.
Don Kirky and staff, Kirky Funeral Chapel.
Good luck to all area athletes from the entire staff at Kirky Funeral Chapel.
Gas prices, home expenses, education. Will those costs always go up? Probably. At Winnebago Lutheran Academy, we can help you with one of them. We are a part of the Wisconsin Parental Choice Program, a program which enables qualifying families to receive a quality Christian education at no cost. That's right, zero tuition if you qualify. To learn more, visit WLAVikings.org.
Living it for 4 years, loving it forever.
It's the dawn of a new day for Dr. Kathy Doyle Kelly and Doyle Kelly Family Dentistry.
I'm Dr. Dylan Fogel, and I'm now the new owner of Doyle Kelly Family Dentistry. I'm truly honored to carry forward the tradition of personalized care you've come to know and trust. You'll still see Dr. Kathy and all the familiar faces who make this office feel like home. At Doyle Kelly Family Dentistry, we promise to do everything we can to keep you smiling before, after, and even during your appointment.
Doyle Kelly Family Dentistry will be changing its name to Fogel Family Dentistry in 2026. Find Dr. Dylan Fogel on Fond du Lac Avenue in Fond du Lac.
Every customer can be a Signature Home customer. I think that's what Signature Homes does really well, is that we can touch not only the customer who's building for the first time, but also the customers that know what they want and want to pull pieces of other property that they've lived in and loved. And you can really trust that we know what we're doing and that we have 30 years of experience in the market doing it with quality craftsmanship and a lot of style and design. And at the end, we get a chance to walk them through and see their smiling faces, and we know that we've achieved our goal.
Back here at North Fond du Lac, Sargento Cheese presents our starting lineup. Sargento is looking for manufacturing superstars for general production, machine operators, ops quality specialists, and maintenance pros. General production starting at $26 an hour, plus shift premiums for second and third shifts. Sargento, your passion, our culture. Let's start with the St. Mary Springs Academy Ledgers. Number 3 is Jack Judkins, 4 Ben Baker. Number 10 is Will Yan, 23 is Joey Kuhn, and 24 is Brody Stefani. Once again for Springs, 3 Judkins, 4 Baker, 10 Yan, 23 Kuhn, 24 Stefani. For North Fond du Lac, number 1 is Dimitri Reed, 2 Logan Putty, 13 Drew Stetbacher, 14 Mario Romo, and 20 Caleb Logan. 1 Reed, 2 Putty, 13 Stetbacher, 14 Romo, 20 Logan. Right Way Home Improvement presents our opening tip-off. From doors and gutters to roofs and siding, Right Way Home Improvement has you covered. Contact Right Way today for your free estimate. Call 920-929-8999. That's 920-929-8999. Or visit rightwaybuilt.com. That's going to wrap up our Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. And as we do, we'd like to remind you that high school sports today on RadioPlusInfo.com is presented by these 5 Fond du Lac area Edward Jones financial advisors: Matt Moses, Matt Helmer, Jeff Wills, Robert Bruce, and Patrick Ellisted. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. They did change the scoreboard. They had it at 16 for a while there. I was 18 is the varsity number, stuck in the JV side of things, but they did get that fixed. Here on the far side is Logan Putty, first possession for the Orioles, guarded by Ben Baker. This is Dimitri Reed being forced baseline by Jack Judkins. The skip pass out to Putty. Now he's working on Jan as the Ledger is switching most everything defensively. Here's an early 3 on that left wing for Dimitri Reed, and he hits it. Early lead on the Quest Interior scoreboard for the North Fondy Orioles. They make their first triple of the night. Here's Joey Kuhn, bumped by Romo. Able to get it back out to Baker. Swung around to Jack Judkins, who drives middle of the paint. Kuhn once again. Kuhn working on Putty. Whips a pass around the baseline to Judkins. Judkins trying to respond from 3, can't get it to go. There's Will Yan with the offensive rebound. He misses that. Another offensive board, and Joey Kuhn puts it back. So the first bucket for Springs comes after 2 offensive rebounds on possession number 1. Here goes Mario Romo, and he finishes strong at the rack. Mario Romo, one of the top scorers early on this season in the Flyway. And he shows you why right there with a tremendous take to the hoop. And the foul on the other side by Romo as he rips across the arms of Jack Judkins. First team, and the first one on Romo as well. Will underneath inbounds it for the Ledgers. Brody Stefani gets open. They swing it back around. They're trying to get Baker off a double screen. Here is Ben Baker. Nice little Euro step through the paint and a good finish from the senior. And back and forth we go here. Both teams successful on their first 2 possessions. This is Drew Stetbacher. Stetbacher floater fouled by Will Yan on the drive. So the first one for the Ledgers comes on Yan, sending Stetbacher to the line. First free throw for the southpaw, Drew Stetbacher, is good. Stetbacher, one of the more unique spring athletes at the Flyway, probably the most unique spring athlete that the Flyway has to offer. He was one spot away from being a first-team golfer, and he was also a first-team all-conference baseball player. He's a tremendous pitcher. Here's Ben Baker with the triple. This comes up short. Baker, by the way, was a first-team all-conference golfer a season ago. And here's a steal in transition for Joey Kuhn. So Stetbacher and Baker plenty used to each other out there on the links and now seeing each other on the basketball floor. Here's a three from Jack Judkins. That one rattles around and out. Offensive rebound tap to Joey Kuhn, and Kuhn has 4 points on second chance opportunities. And I think that is Caleb Logan underneath. He's up. He took a inadvertent hand to the eye there, and he's going to, I think, come over to the sideline and maybe get some, see if he subs out and gets some treatment. He will. So Sam Heidel comes in for his first action tonight. But yeah, Stetbacher, one of the best pitchers the conference has to offer, and also hits a mean 2-iron. I'll tell you that much. Getting to watch him play in the spring. Here's a nice take by Logan Putty, and he's going to be fouled underneath. I think they're going to get Kuhn underneath. So Putty goes to the free throw line, and this aggressive dribble drive offense from North Fondy is already earned 4 free throws for the Orioles. And they currently have a 2-point lead on that Quest Interiors scoreboard. Second free throw for Logan Putty. Looks strong, and it rattles off. So the North Fondy Orioles start 3 for 4 from the charity stripe. Here comes Calvin Steffes, who came into the game. Replaced Will Jan, who went to the bench for the Orioles, or excuse me, the Ledgers. Here is Brody Stefani, the first opportunity for Stefani, and he ties this thing up. The first tie ball game we've had since 0-0. And here comes Dimitri Reed, the point guard for the Orioles. Goes off of a screen from Heidel. Hounded by Steffes. And has to retreat out to that North Fond du Lac logo in the middle of the half court. Here goes Reed. Scoops it up, and it's good. Count the bucket for Dimitri Reed. And there's the Ledger's going to have to adjust a little bit here. It's the complete opposite of what we saw against Amro, where you could pretty much get away with anything down underneath. Very ticky-tack to start off here, and any type of contact, whether it's initiated by the offense or not, is going to be whistled for a foul tonight. And so we'll see how the Ledgers adjust to that as Joey Kuhn takes a seat, bringing in Matt Miller. Free throw no good, tapped out by Heidel, so Reed can't complete the three-point play. And after hitting their first 3, the Orioles missed their last 2. Baker hounded by Reed in the backcourt. And the Orioles trying to defend a 2-point lead here early on in this one. 3 minutes gone in this first half, 10-8, high scoring first couple of minutes, and Matt Miller drugged the pivot foot. There's a turnover for the Ledgers. When you're not watching games on Radio Plus or Jeff's live streams, find the latest scores and top performers from the Flyway Conference by following Flyway Focus on Facebook, Instagram, and X. And stay up to date with the latest conference news every morning with the Flyway Focus Sports Report on YouTube and Spotify. Here's a backdoor pass to Heidel. Now Stetbacher's got it. Goes baseline on Miller, and he finishes strong at the rim. Drew Stetbacher's got 4, and the lead is 4 for North Fondy here early on. Jack Judkins skies to catch the pass from Ben Baker. Miller almost turns this one over. Yes, he does. Tapped away by Stetbacher. Stetbacher goes to the rim, leaves it up short. Good hands by Ben Baker. He got a hand on that as Stetbacher was going up. Here's a one-handed pass snapped across to Judkins. Jack Judkins, middle of the paint, kicks it over to Steffes. And they'll pull it back out with Ben Baker, top of the key. Here's Judkins. Shot fake there. Gets to the right side, up with the right hand. Good. Very nicely done from Jack Judkins. Calmly to the right side, jump stops, and finishes at the rim. His first points of the night. He's the 4th different Ledger to score. And here goes Logan Putty. And Putty just tripped there. He thought he was tripped by Ben Baker. They said Putty just inadvertently, maybe a tangling of the feet perhaps, but no whistle coming. And a turnover back to the Ledgers. Well, check that. They said it was tied up. So Arrow was going to Springs, and they'll Change that back to North Fondy on the next tie-up. Here's Ben Baker into the front court. Far side with Calvin Steffes. Judkins. Bentley Coots came in, by the way. He's standing at the free throw line right now. Miller looks to the near side. Steffes. Ben Baker, shot fake. Goes past Reed. Lots of contact. And that's been a foul 3 times on the other end. Not there for Ben Baker. Here comes Logan Putty. Putty Euro steps through, kicks it down to Reed in the corner. Nice ball movement back out to Romo. Here's Mario Romo down the lane. Offensive foul. That one, Jack Judkins got there. I thought he was maybe a little bit too far underneath the hoop to get that call, but the referees said he was far enough out. That's always a judgment call when you don't have the restricted circle down there. And Mario Romo's going to have to take a seat with 2 fouls. And Brian Woodworth comes in to replace him. So I don't think either team was super thrilled with the whistle or lack thereof on the last possession each offensively. But it ends up with Springs with the basketball once again. So no harm, no foul, I guess. Here's Jack Judkins. Kicks it back here to Steffes. We'll see if Springs can generate some sort of offense with Ben Baker on the bench, their primary ball handler. They did get Joey Kuhn back out there, their other captain. Here's Steffes. Hook shot, missed it. Nice defense by Stetbacher. He clears the rebound. Here's Drew Stetbacher. Down the paint, kicks it to the corner. Logan Putty, shot fake there, and he traveled. Yeah, the shot fake and the feet moving just a little too quick there for Logan Putty. And so back over to the Ledgers on a turnover. Well, after these two teams were red hot the first 3 minutes of the contest, the last 2.5 minutes have been a little bit sloppy for both teams. Here's Jack Judkins for 3. His 3rd attempt of the night. He hasn't made one yet. The first 2 rattled around and out. That one was quite a bit strong for Jack Judkins, and he guards Putty right now on the left wing. Logan Putty a couple of jab steps, trying to get past Jack Judkins. Far side with Reed. Dimitri Reed working on Steffes. Heidel has it now top of the key. Heidel looks, goes far side to Putty, and now he's going to screen for Logan Putty. Putty curls around it, kicks it to the corner. Drew Stetbacher wide open for 3. This one's strong. And last touched by Woodworth, going back over to the Ledgers. Now a defensive breakdown there from Springs left. Drew Stetbacher wide open. He couldn't pay it off. First quarter of this game sponsored by Wisconsin Lighting Lab. Appreciate Will Brands and their partnership supporting high school sports. Here's Baker into the front court. Ben Baker back off the bench, straight to the rim, and he finishes it, ties it up, and he's got 4 here early on in this first half. 30-second timeout by North Fondy. Let's take it with them. It's tied up at 12 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. Back after this.
Add more joy to your holiday season and drive with confidence this winter in a new vehicle from Holiday. Choose GMC Sierra and score rates as low as 0%. Plus beefy trade assist cash on top of our low simplified price while you enjoy our exceptional guest care.
A great vibe, excellent service, and genuine care. That's what you get here.
Come be our guest and go from wish list to reality.
Find yours and discover the difference at Holiday Automotive, Fond du Lac.
It's worth the trip.
Thanks to Sorauer Family Dental for being part of our high school sports coverage this season. Dr. Todd Sorauer is proud to announce the addition of his son, Dr. Brady Sorauer, to their new office on South Main Street. Come visit them and see how the Sorauer family is making you smile generation after generation. Visit SorauerDental.com. That's SARAUER Dental.com today. So a timeout there from Coach Putty in North Fond du Lac after Springs able to tie this up for the second time here in this first half. Springs has not led to this point. Lucas Babler in for the first action of his evening, coming out of this timeout as well. Right now Ben Baker guards Logan Putty at the top of the key. Heidel's working off the ball, trying to get himself open. Putty, good strength to get through a couple of Ledgers. Now he throws it away. Here's Miller on the steal. Miller looks up ahead. Babler to the corner with Kuhn. Back out to Babler. Good ball movement to a wide open Ben Baker. Left wing 3. Bingo for the Ledgers. Baker's got 5 straight, and the Ledgers have their first lead of the night. 15-12 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. Here comes Logan Putty. The Orioles have not scored just 2, since Mario Romo has gone to the bench with foul trouble. Here's Baker on the far side with a steal from Drew Stepbacher's pass. Everything just opens up to a passing lane for Brody Stefani and a nice dime from Ben Baker. And Baker, since coming back onto the floor, has 5 points and an assist, accounting for all 7 points in a 7-0 run. 17-12, here goes Reed. Reed turns it over, scramble for the basketball, and it's going to end up being tied up. Nice hustle on that far side by Sam Heidel, and he's going to earn another possession there and avoid what would have been a Dimitri Reed turnover. Jan and Judkins return for the Ledgers. 10:38 to go in this first half. And here comes Mario Romo, who's going to have to be careful with a couple of fouls, and he's going to replace Logan Putty. For the first, about 6 minutes of this contest, the Ledgers led the entire way, and now on a 7-0 run to take the lead. Here's Woodworth underneath. Got hammered, count the basket for Brian Woodworth. Nice strong finish at the rim, and he goes to the free throw line to try to make it a 3-point play, and this foul is on. I didn't see who they got that on. It looked like they said 11. It might have been for Lucas Babler. We'll go with Babler right now, and we'll see if that's incorrect. They don't put the fouls up on the scoreboard. Probably this is the first time I haven't seen someone, a school, put those up on the scoreboard. You don't have to, but pretty much everyone does, and so a little tricky to follow fouls. Here's Ben Baker on the right wing with his second 3 of the night, and Ben Baker is already into double figures with 10. Half of the Ledgers' points, and he's also got a couple of assists. Here's Ben Baker now into the passing lane. He's got Babler up with him. There's the no-look pass. Lucas Babler finishes strong at the rack. And the Ledgers are on some sort of run right now. 12-2 on the scoring run, and they now lead it by 8. 22-14, 9:44 to go in this first half. Here's Woodworth. He goes off the dribble. Kicks it to Romo. Romo baseline. A lot of contact, no whistle. Rebound with Babler. Up ahead to Ben Baker. Baker left side. He scores. Got a dozen. We'll see if Coach Putty takes a timeout. He's going to let his guys work through this. Early on in the season, see what his guys can do with a little adversity. And here's a foul. That one picked up by Will Jan. Reaching in, and that should be number 2 on Jan by my count. Yeah, number 2 on Jan. And the 5th on the Ledgers. So Springs has 5 team fouls, just 2 for North Fondy to this point. It's that dribble drive from North Fondy. They really do put defenses under pressure to try to play defense without fouling. They're so aggressive going to the rack. Here you go again. Drew Stepbacher drives the lane. That one goes off the hands of Romo. He's able to save it from going out. Here's Mario Romo, left side, left hand. Can't get it to go. Rebound fought for. Woodworth gets it. Back over to Romo, and he's hacked on the far side. Thought they were going to get a tie up, but foul this time on Jack Judkins. So we're just, about halfway through this first half, and the Ledgers already nearly have fouled the Orioles into the bonus here tonight. So something to keep an eye on there. Now, Coach Krieger does go deep with his bench on a normal night. Here is a nice wraparound layup from Drew Stepbacher, and the reverse goes. He's got 6 to lead the scoring for the Orioles. Here's Jack Judkins. Oh, smooth move. Jack Judkins to the rim. And the scooping shot to restore the double-digit lead for the Ledgers. Oh, that's a pretty move. Here's Putty. Just being hounded by this Ledgers defense and Ben Baker. Backdoor cut from Drew Stepbacher, and Stepbacher continues his tremendous first half with back-to-back buckets. And the Orioles back within 8. Here's Joey Kuhn in the corner. Nearly stepped out of bounds. Gets the pass to Judkins. He's blocked by Stepbacher. Judkins gets the rebound. Kicks it out to Babler. Down to Joey Kuhn. First shot of the night for Joey Kuhn from 3. That one misses, but he picks off the outlet pass from Woodworth intended for Romo. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound. Babler gives it right back to Joey Kuhn. Kuhn finishes through the contact. Count the basket and the foul for Joey Kuhn on the hustle play from Lucas Babler. Coons up to 6 points, and they're all off of second chance opportunities. And everything about that juncture right there was hustle for the Ledgers. Offensive rebound from Joey Kuhn, stealing the outlet pass was Joey Kuhn. And then Kuhn gets it to Babler. Back to Kuhn, missed it. Babler gets the offensive rebound. Just everything about that was a hustle play for the Ledgers. Kuhn's going to take a seat with 7 points. This portion of the game brought to you by Michaels Corporation. 8:06 to go in this first half. The Ledgers with their best lead of the night. It's 11 right now. Far side, Caleb Logan finds Logan Putty. Romo top of the key, hounded by Matt Miller. Romo goes around a couple of Ledgers and has to kick it out to Putty. Back over to Romo. Romo has a path to the hoop. Nice defense that time from Jack Judkins. He went straight up and down and was able to stifle Mario Romo. Here is Miller. Shot fake there. Gets the flyby. Here is Judkins who kicks it back out. Good ball movement, ends up with Miller in the corner. Good patience this time from the Ledgers. Miller's got it now. High post, middle of the paint. Kicks it to Steffes on the near side. Dribble drive to the middle of the paint. Off the glass and good for Calvin Steffes, his first points of the night. And this Ledger offense is all over North Fondy right now. Backdoor cut, Sam Heidel underneath. Gets it across the paint to Logan Putty, but Heidel was fouled first. Heidel will go to the free throw line for 1-and-1 bonus with 7:12 to go here in this first half. Baker picks up the foul there. Springs trailed 10-8. And Heidel airballs this. So that is a 23-8 run. 23-8 run for the Ledgers here in probably, about 8 minutes or so. Here's Ben Baker. Gets it to the near side with Calvin Steffes. Baker posts up. Now he's going to screen for Matt Miller. Miller comes running through, and Baker's going to pop. Top of the key. Baker, three. Got it again. Ben Baker is on fire. His third three of the night. He's got 15 points. 34-18. Just like that, you blink, and it's a 16-point lead for Springs. Here's Dimitri Reed. Spins, bounces down to Romo. Romo, shot from the right wing, missed it. Rebound tracked down by Steffes. He saves it back to Ben Baker. And here come the Ledgers yet again with Matt Miller. Miller back to Baker. Steffes top of the key, but Baker's going to go straight down. Oh, what a pretty pass. No look. Flip from Ben Baker to Bentley Coots. And it's a timeout for North Fond du Lac. It's an 18-point lead for Springs. Just like that, they have the Orioles doubled up. Full timeout by North Fondy. We're back in 30 seconds on Radio Plus. Stay with us.
Call us when you need a company you can trust.
You hear it all the time, but what does it mean? This is Danny and Heather at AirTech Heating, and for our company, it means we do right by our customers and provide them quality service for superior home comfort.
It means our prices are competitive and fair. It means that we stand behind our work. It means doing whatever it takes.
To whom you trust, your family's safety and comfort does matter. Call the team at AirTech Heating at 924-6742 when you need a company you can trust.
So there you see Coach Kyle Krieger, second half of this full timeout. The Ledgers have taken control of this thing. North Fondy beat them to 10. After that, it has been all Springs on that Quest Interiors scoreboard. High school sports today on RadioPlusInfo.com is presented by these Fond du Lac area Edward Jones Financial Advisors. Matt Moses, Matt Helmer, Jeff Wills, Robert Bruce, and Patrick Ellisted. Edward Jones. They are making sense of investing. Full timeout taken there by Coach Putty. And, you know, I kind of referenced this earlier. I don't mind the idea of letting his team try to work through that. And that's obviously, you get used to that as you coach more often. And Coach Putty coming off his first career win on here at North Fondy back on Friday, against St. Lawrence Seminary. I don't mind letting your team try to work through it against a very, very good basketball team here in Springs. Here's Logan Putty working on Ben Baker. He blows past Baker, goes to the rim. He's fouled there. We'll see who they get this one on. It might be on Calvin Steffes. Yeah, it will be. And he was just a little bit, he tried to move out of the way. He wasn't quick enough in doing so. And so it will be Putty back to the free throw line where he's 1 for 2. First free throw for Logan Putty, no good. North Fondy has missed their last 3 from the charity stripe after starting 3 for 3. Second free throw for Putty. This one rattles around and out as well. Rebound cleared down with Brenton Rodriguez, and here come the Ledgers. Rodriguez nearly threw it away. Saved over here by Steffes. Here goes Matt Miller. Middle of the paint, Miller gets it back out to Calvin Steffes. Spin move. Baseline. Saved by Baker. Brenton Rodriguez going to queue up a 3 here, top of the key. This one rattles around, no good. Rebound fought for, tipped by Mario Romo to Dimitri Reed. Here's Logan Putty in the front court on the left wing. Crosses over past Brenton Rodriguez. Euro step down the paint, missed it. Rebound tipped around by Stetbacher. He gets it right back, and Stetbacher scores on a nice feed from Caleb Logan. And Springs right back the other way. Ben Baker wasting no time firing that lead pass ahead. Stetbacher joins Ben Baker as the only 2 players here tonight in double figures for either team. Stetbacher's got 10. Here goes Matt Miller down the paint. Missed it. Rebound down with Bentley Coots, and he hit the underside of the the rim, and then Coots got his own rebound, finished it. He's up to 4 points. I don't think Bentley Coots realized how far underneath the basket he was. And he says no problem. Pat another offensive rebound to his stat sheet, and he finishes. So an 18-point lead restored for the Ledgers. Here's a fadeaway from Putty. This one is missed, and Putty's able to track down his own rebound. Batted away by Ben Baker. Baker with another steal. Nice lead pass up ahead to Steffes, and Steffes is blocked, no fouled by Dimitri Reed. Good hustle by Dimitri Reed. Thought he got there in time, but just caught a little bit of arm, according to the official. And Calvin Steffes goes to the charity stripe. Steffes has 2 points tonight. Jack Judkins, Joey Kuhn checking in for the Ledgers. Garrett Garcia, Brian Woodworth at the scorer's table for North Fond du Lac. That one clangs off the back and back iron and goes down. Brody Stefani and Will Jan also into the game for the Ledgers. And Jack Judkins will come in if this is good for Calvin Steffes. That one is no good, and the rebound batted around to Dimitri Reed, and Reed's got it in the front court. He started tonight off with a 3-ball, and North Fondy was able to keep that lead for about the first 4 or 5 minutes or so. You all thought I was going to say 6-7 minutes. Not that long, just 4 or 5 tonight. Here is Joey. I think that's Joey Kuhn's third. Yeah, third foul on Joey Kuhn. He's got to come off the floor. Kuhn was kind of shaking his head saying, I'm good. And he's going to, Coach Krieger's going to listen to him for now. We'll see if he has a change of heart. That's going to send Drew Stetbacher to the charity stripe here. It's still 1-1 bonus. Stetbacher misses his first free throw of the night, so the Orioles have gone ice cold from the charity stripe. Here is Brody Stefani, and Stefani coast to coast. Goodness me. The speed from Stefani, no one able to get in front of him. Here is Logan, Caleb Logan, not able to get it to go, and a good block out by Joey Kuhn, paying off his head coach's trust there, and Woodworth went over his back. He displaced him. 21-point lead for Springs. And Logan Putty, Mario Romo returned for North Fond du Lac. They're going to replace Woodworth and Garrett Garcia. So that little spurt for Garcia and Woodworth short-lived out there on the floor. 3:48 to go and counting here in this first half as Joey Kuhn into the front court for the Ledgers. Judkins, Brenton Rodriguez, far side Will Jan. Jan goes down the paint. Offensive foul. Logan Putty did a nice job to get position. And Jan was adjudged to have gone recklessly through him. And that's number 10. No free throws, player control foul, so don't get the bonus free throws on those. But nonetheless, North Fondy with the basketball again, trying to cut into what is a 21-point Ledger lead. Stefani with a nice closeout there on Mario Romo. Romo, the leading scorer for North Fondy, has just 2 points tonight, averaging 20 a game. Here's Brenton Rodriguez for three from the left wing, missed it. Offensive rebound, put back Will Jan, he's fouled. And I think that's Romo. If it is, that's his third. Yeah, that's number 3 on Mario Romo. And Romo knows what's coming. He's taken out by Woodworth. Coach Putty really had no choice there but to leave his top scorer out there, risking that potential third foul that just came then. Down by 21 at the time. Had to try to get back into this thing. Here's Logan Putty, and they're going to say a jump ball, and that goes back to Springs. Now they're going to have a conversation. So we'll see what comes of this. Yeah, held ball. Coach Putty thought there was a push from behind. I tend to agree with Coach Putty. I thought there was a lot of contact there before the tie-up happened. But the referee that was closest won out in the discussion. And so it's Springs basketball with 3:09 to go here in the first half. Coming up at halftime, we'll have our Holiday Automotive halftime show, so don't go anywhere. We'll give you our halftime stats. Also round up as many scores as we can during the halftime intermission. WLA Campbell Sport tonight, Amro Mayville, and Lamira Laconia going on elsewhere. Here's Ben Baker, top of the key three. This one misses. Wouldn't have counted anyways, as Brody Stefani with a slip screen that they said he moved on. Looked like a pretty good slip screen, but every now and again, if you do those perfectly, they look illegal. And that time it did from Stefani, and he cleared out a little too much space. Stefani is such a big dude. Just got a lot of upper body strength, and sometimes he just moves guys. And we saw that against Amro, too, where he just moved guys. Legally, it certainly looked like, and he ended up fouling out. Here's Caleb Logan. Logan gets to the right block, kicks it to the near side. 3 on the way. Putty missed it short. Offensive rebound, Drew Stetbacher. Stetbacher's had a really nice half of basketball here tonight. Here's Logan Putty once again, driving the lane. Euro steps through, gives it to Dimitri Reed. Left wing 3, bingo! Dimitri Reed's second 3, and that's right about where he hit the first one as well. He's got 8 first half points. Matt Miller's going to try a 3 in response. That missed. Offensive rebound, Jack Judkins. He recollects and finishes. Judkins has 6 points on a nice layup there. He hung in the air, readjusted, and finished with the right hand. Here is Dimitri Reed down the lane. This time he's met by Matt Miller, and this one's tapped around. Caleb Logan keeps it in off the backside of the backboard, and that's out of bounds. Back over to the Ledgers. Be interested to see as this season wears on. North Fondy does a lot of really good things. They had a spurt of about 6 or 7 minutes where Springs just made everything. Obviously they were open. They hit some open threes. They got out in transition. North Fondy wasn't taking care of the basketball. I thought North Fondy actually, they haven't played a bad half of basketball other than maybe, again, an 8-minute stretch. And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to pump orange sunshine here. I'm just, some people might just tune in and say, same old, same old. I'm not so sure that's the case here. So I'll be interested as this season goes on. A lot of good that I've seen here in this first half from North Fondy. Here's another steal for the Orioles. Dimitri Reed, left side, scoops it up and scores. He's into double figures with 10. Smooth move by Dimitri Reed. And again, North Fondy's had to do a lot of it without their leading scorer, Mario Romo, who's been in foul trouble since the first 2 minutes of the game. That one's tapped around, and that one should go back to North Fondy. No, they're going to say it was last touched off an Oriole. Thought that was tapped off the leg of Zane Wilson. Not the case. 55 seconds left in this first half. Springs still has a 20-point lead, 45-25 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. And Zane Wilson will come out of the ball game here as Lucas Babler returns. Nice take, Jack Judkins. He's had a really nice first half as well. He's up to 8 points. And the lead for the Ledgers back up to 22. Logan Putty's had a tough assignment. He's had to deal with Ben Baker guarding him in this first half. Not that any Ledger guarding you is favorable, but Ben Baker pressures you all the way out to half court. That one was poked out, last touched by a Ledger. So 33 seconds left in this first half, and a corner inbound coming for Brian Woodworth. And looking for Drew Stettbacher. Stefani nearly picks it off. Stettbacher recollects. Skip pass over to the far side. Caleb Logan, middle of the paint. Foul on the floor, doesn't matter. It'll be 2 shots for Caleb Logan at the free throw line. There's been 8 free throws by North Fond du Lac in this first half. They are 3 for 8. They've missed their last 5. First free throw for Logan. He snaps that streak with a good-looking free throw shot. His first point on the night. Here comes Brenton Rodriguez returning. He's going to take out Lucas Babler. And Logan to try to get this thing back within 20. You would presume that Springs will hold for the last shot here with 27 seconds left, and I think that's going to be saw Ben Baker turn to Coach Krieger and put one finger up, just confirming that they just wanted one shot, and he's going to stop right across half court. Maybe they're going to go for it. Yeah, they're going to. Coach Krieger just saying go, go, go. Ends up with Matt Miller, top of the key. Ben Baker wide open for 3. Cash again. He has not missed one tonight. He missed a single 3, and that was on an offensive foul anyway. It wouldn't have counted. So Ben Baker with a tremendous first half. He hit 4 triples in the half en route to an 18-point opening frame. 50-27 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. We'll take a timeout. Holiday Automotive halftime show coming up next. Stay with us.
At Silica, we've built a reputation for selling the best appliances and servicing everything we sell. Standing by our customers is what makes us grow, and with 3 locations, our service area covers a huge part of the state. That's why when you see our thousands of online reviews, these are the words you most commonly see. Great service after the sale. That keeps us moving ahead for over 100 years. You won't get that with the big box stores. See for yourself why your neighbors say it's Silica for your home.
Walk right in. That's the laid-back feeling you have when you work with the Roush Insurance Agency in Fond du Lac. Their agents are dedicated to putting your mind at ease when you make your insurance decisions. They live, work, and play here, and will make sure that they are there at the time of need for their clients and families. Visit RoushINS.com for more information or walk right in. 770 South Main Street in Fond du Lac. The Roush Insurance Agency, your hometown insurance team for over 30 years.
Integrity Saw and Tool is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports. They wish the best of luck to all local teams this fall and winter. Integrity prides itself on being the fastest producer of high-quality cutting tools and providing the most reliable sharpening service in the industry. If you're looking for a challenging career with excellent benefits and a family atmosphere, contact the team at integritysaw.com. That's integritysaw.com.
We return here, halftime, brought to you by Holiday Automotive. Holiday, it's worth the trip. 50-27, Springs all over the North Fond du Lac Orioles. Let's give you the first half statistics. First for the Orioles, 2 players had 10 points, Dimitri Reed and Drew Stettbacher. Reed hit a couple of threes. And Stepbacher did all his work on the dribble drive to the hoop. Mario Romo, Caleb Logan, Brian Woodworth, all with 2 apiece, and 1 point for Logan Putty on 1 of 4 free throw shooting there in that first half. For the Ledgers, 2 points apiece for Will Jan and Lucas Babler, 3 for Calvin Steffes. Bentley Coots had 4, 6 for Brody Stefani, 7 for Joey Kuhn, 8 for Jack Judkins, and Ben Baker with 4 3-pointers. He had 18 points in the first half. All of that adds up to a 50-27 lead for the St. Mary Springs Academy Ledgers here on our Holiday Automotive halftime show. All right, we're going to take another timeout. We'll come back in a hurry. We're going to try to get you as many scores as we can find here at halftime. So we'll take a timeout. We'll come back and update you on what is going on around the Flyway Conference. That's next here on Radio Plus.
For over 100 years, the name Cole is synonymous with quality fuels, lubricants, and propane. That's because Cole is the area's trusted source for farm, construction, and trucking companies, as they partner with these companies to help them achieve their unique goals. The team at Cole Oil and Propane is dedicated to serving you. They pride themselves on a customer-first approach and work hard to make sure you're satisfied. You can rely on Cole for prompt delivery, competitive prices, and quality service. Learn more at ColeOilAndPropane.com. Scotty's Auto Works for affordable auto care, from tires and alignments to routine auto maintenance. Trust the guys at Scotty's Auto Works, next to Pump and Pantry, Fond du Lac.
4. Hey, Devontae.
Let me get a Cantina chicken burrito and a bowl with that seasoned, slow-roasted chicken I like, please.
You have a golf course in your house?
I got a Taco Bell in my house, bro.
Where did it go? Where did it go?
Oh, there it is. Cheaters don't get chicken. Huh? Cheaters get no chicken.
I won't give him any.
When you hire the attorneys with the Everson Law Office, you're getting more than professional presentation. The attorneys at Everson Law Office are committed to excellence and have been successfully representing their clients since 2005. Practicing business law, estate planning, probate, guardianships, and real estate, they work closely with their clients, providing exceptional legal services that are catered specifically to their needs. Call attorney William Everson at 920-922-7113 or go to everson-law.com.
Back here at halftime, about 5 minutes till we tip things off into the second half. Score here on the Quest Interiors scoreboard is 50-27. Springs with a healthy lead over North Fond du Lac here tonight. Elsewhere, Lemira in second half action leads Laconia 42-26, so a 16-point lead for the Lions, and that one's got about 12 minutes left in the ball game. We're not able to get the stream between Omro and Mayville, so we can't give you a score from that. Still first half action between WLA and Campbell Sport here tonight, and WLA leads it 30-11 here in that one. So leads for Lemira, Springs, and WLA. Big ones for WLA and here Springs here tonight. So there you go. That is what is going on around the Flyway Conference here tonight. You can find that Lemira Laconia game on Jeff's live stream and Radio Plus Video Sports as well. So there you go. That's what we got rolling around here. In the other gym here tonight, by the way, North Fondy and Springs Wrestling is taking on St. Lawrence Seminary Wrestling in a Flyway Conference duel. So we'll have results from that coming up tomorrow morning on the Flyway Focus Sports Report. When you're not watching games on Radio Plus or Jeff's live streams, you can find the latest scores and top performers from the Flyway Conference by following Flyway Focus on Facebook, Instagram, and X, and stay up to date with the latest conference news every morning with the Flyway Focus Sports Report. Find that on our YouTube channel or Spotify. And by our, I mean Flyway Focus's YouTube channel, not Radio Plus's. All right, so there you go. Confirmation of that. You can find all those results. We got a few minutes here at halftime, so if you haven't been paying attention to the girls' Flyway Conference race, you know, if North Fond du Lac fans certainly will have been. Two teams undefeated through 2 games of Flyway Conference girls basketball play. Laconia is 2-0, and the North Fond du Lac Orioles are 2-0. 1-1 teams through 2 games are Omro, Lemira, Springs, and WLA, and Mayville and Campbellsport are 0-2 through their first 2 games of Flyway Conference play. So again, North Fondy and Laconia 2-0. Springs, WLA, Omro, and Lemira are 1-1. Mayville and Campbellsport 0-2. If results hold here tonight, Springs will get their second win in Flyway Conference play. WLA will get their first, and Lemira will go to 2-0. And then depending on what happens up at against Mayville and Omro, Mayville looking for their second win of the season here in Flyway play. If you're just joining us, 18 points from Ben Baker. He got some help as well from Jack Judkins with 8, Joey Kuhn with 7, Brody Stefani with 6, and the leaders for North Fondy, Drew Stedbacher with 10, and Dimitri Reed with 10. There you go. Those are the leaders, and all of that adds up to a 23-point halftime lead for the Ledgers. Let's take another timeout. We'll come back, have second half action for you. That's next on Radio Plus.
Bob's Pizza now has its very own dine-in restaurant. Enjoy a family-friendly atmosphere with a cozy dining room, large game room, beautiful full bar, and even coffee next door from Just Love Coffee. With our expanded menu, your party will have no trouble satisfying the whole family. Delicious, legendary pizza for a legendary city. Bob's Pizza on the Avenue.
At Musa Sheet Metal, they spend generations building a better everyday life. They don't just build panels, they build a legacy. They're growing, innovating, and pushing the limits again with their brand new 24-gauge stocked steel line. Musa colors created by the Musa team, 25 bold choices ready to go. Delivering the best solutions in architectural sheet metal. Say hi to the Musa apprentices. They're your neighbors, your classmates, and the future of the industry. Musa Sheet Metal, revolutionizing steel, building the future.
We return here on Radio Plus Video Sports. There are the Ledgers who lead it and are in control here through the first half of action. Our third quarter tonight, third quarter of the game, I should say. We don't have third quarter. By the way, there's another pet peeve of mine. If I could fix everything in the world of high school basketball, Wisconsin's. They need to go to quarters. They should go to quarters. All right, there you go. I said it. Done. We talked about the restricted circle. We talked about quarters. There you go. I won't even mention the shot clock. We won't even get into that. Other than that, it's a perfect product. But our this portion of the game is brought to you by Aurora Healthcare. Who do you trust with your family's health? For aches and pains, physicals, and sports injuries, Fond du Lac families choose Aurora Healthcare and Dr. Marshall Rutherford. A family medicine specialist, Dr. Rutherford is your go-to for keeping your family healthy. Learn more at aurora.org/doctors. Appreciate their support. Covering high school sports on Radio Plus. So second half just about set to go. Stetbacher, Romo, Reed, Logan, and Putty out there for North Fond du Lac. Stefani, Jan, Kuhn, Baker, and Judkins out there for the Ledgers. Those were the starters to get things going tonight as well. Here's Mario Romo. Have not seen him get an open look from 3, and he hits it. Second half starts the same way the first half did. First half it was Dimitri Reed. That time Mario Romo hitting a 3 to get North Fond du Lac underway. Here is Joey Kuhn. That one got deflected on the closeout from Drew Stepbacher. And the rebound down with Caleb Logan. Logan, nice pass over to Logan Putty, but Brody Stefani with a heads-up play defensively, getting back and then throwing it off of Logan Putty's knee to earn a possession for the Ledgers. Nice play by Stefani. He really impressed me on Thursday, and he's had another great night tonight. He's got 6 points. But it's not necessarily the scoring with Brody Stefani that is his big impact. I mean, he's a physical player defensively, great rebounder, a lot of things he does really well. Here's a Judkins three. That one misses. And right on cue, there's Brody Stefani collecting an offensive rebound and getting fouled. He'll go to the charity stripe. Is shoulder pain keeping you up at night? For pain relief, Fond du Lac families trust Aurora Healthcare and Dr. Lauren Potter. There are many causes of shoulder pain. As a shoulder specialist, Dr. Potter has the advanced training to take better care of your injury. Learn more at aurora.org/ortho. Stefani misses the free throw. And he'll have another attempt at it upcoming right now. Second free throw. Oh, that just about touched the net. It was so far down. Wouldn't stay down for Brody Stefani. Here comes Stepbacher in transition, and you could hear the slap from up here. No whistle. And Stepbacher kind of rolled his eyes there as he runs back on defense. Here's Springs into the front court. Jan posting up underneath. Baker wasn't able to get him the basketball. It's a 2-3 zone defensively here for North Fondy. Shot fake from Ben Baker. Baker skips the pass over to Jack Judkins. Judkins down the lane, and he finishes at the rim. Nice move, Jack Judkins. He's into double figures with 10. Judkins looking more and more comfortable out there as the games wear on for St. Mary's Springs. And this is another team. I mentioned it with North Fondy, what they're going to look like at the end of the year. But Springs is another one that I think is going to look totally different down the stretch when all of these players really – not many played big impact down the stretch, final 4 or 5 minute kind of roles last year other than Ben Baker. Joey Kuhn was out there sometimes, but not really in crunch time. And so when those players start to get comfortable, the Brody Stefanis, the Jack Judkins, nice move from Romo. He's got 5 here in the second half, 7 on the night. I think Springs is going to look different as well. As all good teams should look different at the end of the year, right? In a good way. Here's Jan, misses it. Offensive rebound. Stefani, count the basket and the foul. No, they're going to whistle this on the floor. Wow. Stefani hadn't even landed from the rebound, and they're going to say it was no shot. Wow, that is the Springs fans realize that they probably don't need to be booing up by 20, but that was the incorrect call. He didn't even land from the rebound before he got fouled. And so they're going to take 2 points away from Brody Stefani and just steal him off the board. Stefani will take his position on the inbounds play. He couldn't believe it. He was ready to march back there. And Stefani going to go straight at Ben Baker, who gets it into Judkins. Far side, Ben Baker. And Joey Kuhn, top of the key. We'll get it back from Ben Baker now. Here's Jan at the high post. Turns, gets to the middle of the paint. That one's no good. Nice defense there from Ben Woods underneath. But Jan got the offensive rebound, and he gets absolutely pummeled by Drew Stetbacher. Whacked him in the face. Jan will go to the free throw line. High School Sports Today on RadioPlusInfo.com is presented by these 5 Fond du Lac area Edward Jones financial advisors: Matt Moses, Matt Helmer, Jeff Wills, Robert Bruce, and Patrick Ellisted. Edward Jones making sense of investing. First free throw for Jan is good. He was 0 for 1 prior to that. Now getting back to the charity stripe, and that's his 3rd point of the night. All 3 fouls here in the second half have gone on North Fond du Lac. The second free throw is good for Jan, and a 22-point lead for the Ledgers. Their largest tonight has been 23, which it was at halftime. Here's Stepbacher's getting a little frustrated. There was a 2-hand shove that time on Will Jan, and I think Stepbacher is going to be taken out here in exchange for Woodworth. Is just a chance to calm him down a little bit. Off the ball there, 2 hands to the back of Jan, and offensive foul. And he's going to have a little conversation with Coach Putty as he goes back to the bench. 15:20 to go here tonight. Nice cut from Stefani. Nice find to Jan, and he missed it. Stefani with a nice little touch pass into Will Jan, who couldn't capitalize. Once again, Ben Woods underneath with a nice defensive possession. Here's Mario Romo. Romo gets to the short corner. One-handed pass over to Caleb Logan. Logan from the high post. Couldn't get it to go. Rebound down with Joey Kuhn up ahead to Ben Baker. Baker wing pass back out to Kuhn, wide open for three, missed it. Offensive rebound, Stefani, no. Tapped out by Mario Romo to Caleb Logan. Logan gonna run point on the break. Logan, Eurostep, kicks it out. Romo, open, left wing, three, good! And after scoring 2 in the first half, battling foul trouble, Mario Romo now into double figures as he's got 8 already in the second half, and Jan's gonna be fouled here in transition. And he'll go back to the charity stripe where he just hit his last 2. Foul there on Brian Woodworth. Whether you're playing in a rec league or in the majors, sitting out due to injury is no fun. If pain has moved you to the sidelines, Aurora Sports Health can help get you back in the lineup. Start with a free injury evaluation from Aurora Sports Health. Request one at aurora.org/sports. First one no good, I believe, from Jan. And second one was good. Confirm with Cam here that, yeah, there we go. I was looking down at reading my Aurora Sports Health read here and making sure I didn't give you false information. Cam's got my back. 55-35 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. Will Jan is now 3 for 5 from the free throw line. He's got 5 points. Here's a 3 from Woodworth. This one misses. Rebound down with Joey Kuhn. Kuhn is a really good rebound, as is Ben Baker. The Ledgers rebound from the guard spot exceptionally well, and they are in good position. And they're one of the few teams that I've seen that dedicate a portion of the warm-up to do a rebounding drill. You just don't see that very often. Here's a turnover. Miller got it picked off from Mario Romo. Romo coming back the other way. Euro step, lost his balance, and was able to shovel it off to Caleb Logan, who kicks it out. Here's a 3 from dead away for Ben Woods, who couldn't get it to go. Woods getting a lot of minutes here, and tell you what, specifically on the defensive side, he looks very good. Judkins had it poked away from Romo and then picks off the pass from Dimitri Reed. And here come the Ledgers back the other way once again. 13-33. Nice cut from Miller and just a little too hot from Stefani. Judkins collects down the lane. Eurostep can't get it to go. Rebound tipped around. Scramble for it. Caleb Logan takes it in. Logan snaps a one-handed pass to the near side with Romo. Mid-range jumper. Sweet. Romo with a dozen tonight. 10 coming in the second half. You can see why he can just fill it up in a hurry. In about 4 minutes here in the second half, he's got 10. That one hits above the hoop and back over to the Orioles. It will go. They're within 20 now. 18-point margin at this point as Bentley Koontz and Calvin Steffes comes in. And Springs is going to take a full timeout. We're going to take 30 seconds of it and then come back with more here on Radio Plus.
Anders Auto Parts, your locally owned bumper-to-bumper auto parts store serving the Fond du Lac area since 1956. Experienced and knowledgeable staff ready to serve you. Anders Auto Parts features PPG and Shopline auto paint, along with PPG Versalon commercial paint. Quality name brand auto parts. Anders Auto Parts, your bumper-to-bumper auto parts store at 16 West Sibley Street, just off North Main Street, behind American Family Insurance.
We return here. They're the North Fond du Lac Orioles, who have outscored Springs by 5 points here in this second half. A halftime lead that was 23 is now down to 18. Seen some good things. Ben Woods hasn't scored, but he's come off the bench, given a little spark. Obviously, Mario Romo with 10 second half points is obviously the one that's going to stand out. Jump off the stat sheet, certainly. Thanks to Sarower Family Dental for being part of our high school sports coverage this season. Dr. Todd Sarower is proud to announce the addition of his son, Dr. Brady Sarower, to their new office on South Main Street. Come visit them and see how the Sarower family is making you smile generation after generation. Visit SarowerDental.com today. That's SarowerDental.com, SARAUER Dental. Under 13 minutes to play. Here goes Caleb Logan down the paint. And it looks like Springs is going to – no, they are still in man. I was wondering if they were switching there to a little bit of a zone look, but they stayed in man. Nice jump shot there from Caleb Logan, and he's up to 4 points. The Orioles are in that 2-3 zone. Nice cut that time from Bentley Koontz. He gets fouled. He'll head to the free throw line. And Springs has already shot more free throws here in this second half than they did in the entirety of the first half. And North Fondy, since they've gone to the zone, they've certainly fouled more. It's foul number 6 here in the second half, and Springs didn't make it to the bonus in the first half. So obviously North Fondy has cut into the Springs lead while being in this zone, but they have certainly fouled more inside of it as well. Second free throw for Bentley Coots is good. Drew Stetbacher is going to come back in along with Logan Putty in return for the Orioles. 57-39 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. After those 2 free throws, Bentley Coots is up to 6 points here tonight. For Springs, Mario Romo, far side, guarded by Ben Baker. Romo right past him to the hoop, floater. This one around and down for Mario Romo, who just continues to be efficient here in this second half. I don't know that he's missed a shot. Here's Ben Baker. This one comes up short. That's his first miss from 3. And another offensive rebound, Joey Kuhn, who got positioning. And once again, Kuhn is going to score, well, assuming he makes one of these 2 free throws, on second chance points. All 7 of his first half points came on second chance opportunities, and a chance here from the free throw line as well on an offensive rebound. This comes up short. Kuhn had been 1 for 1. Ledger's just okay tonight from the free throw line. Nothing special for this group from the line. And Joey Kuhn will take a seat as Jack Judkins returns for the Ledgers. And Kuhn now with 8 points. The lead for the Ledgers is 17 with 12 minutes to go. As Logan gets into the front court here, bounces down to Woods. Woods, nice move, but maybe a little off balance there on his shot and couldn't get it to go. Hustling back on defense, and he's got good positioning down there in the middle of that zone. Here's Caleb Logan poking it away up to Logan Putty. Putty, and it's stripped from Ben Baker. There is Ben Baker. Excellent hands from the senior. That happens so often during a season. Here is another steal. Logan Putty once again into a passing lane. Spins down the lane. This one can't go. Offensive rebound, and Putty scores his first bucket of the second half. He has 3, and the lead is down to 15. So just hang on here 1 minute. Don't go anywhere just yet. It was a comfortable halftime lead for the Ledgers, but it's dwindled all the way down to 15, excuse me. Here's Coots, misses that one. Woods doing a nice job underneath. As I mentioned, Ben Woods has really been a force underneath for the Orioles here in the second half. Did not see him in half number 1. Drew Stetbacher kicks it out to Logan Putty. Left wing guarded by Steffes. Under 11 minutes now to play. Here goes Putty to the rim, kicks it out, and a foul on Steffes on the hand check. First foul for the Ledgers this half. And Will Jan and Brody Stefani check back in. So it's the starters for the Ledgers minus Joey Kuhn plus Calvin Steffes out there. And Mario Romo to throw it in for the Orioles. Ends up with Drew Stetbacher. Fires it down to Romo. 3 on the way from the corner. This one's just a little bit short. Offensive rebound. There's Woods again. Shovels it back out to Romo. Jab step goes baseline. No room there for Romo. And this one, was nearly taken away from by Jack Judkins, and he fouls Caleb Logan on the play. And so another inbounds coming here for the Orioles. Looked like Judkins maybe had a beat on it, but he did not get there. Nice job by Caleb Logan. He deserves some credit there coming to the basketball and creating that contact. Here's Mario Romo on the far side. He's got a dozen in the second half alone, 14 on the night, and he's a big reason that North Fondy is back in this ball game. Bounce pass down to Ben Woods. Woods right through the Ledger defense, and Woods has his first points of the night. As Jan fell over and not enough contact to warrant a whistle. Putty hits the head of Ben Baker, and Baker will go to the free throw line. The students student section and Logan Putty did not think that was a foul, but he wrapped Baker across the face there. And not a ton of contact, but when you contact the face, that is certainly one that you got to get. And they did. First free throw for Ben Baker up and good. Baker's first trip to the line tonight with the Ledgers being in the bonus. You would assume that number will go up as this second half progresses. So Baker doesn't score for the first 8 minutes of the second half, but he's up to 20 now on the night after a big-time first half. That kind of settles things down a little bit for the Ledgers, back to a 15-point margin. Here's Stetbacher, step back three. Drew Stetbacher's first triple of the night, and he's got 13 points. Here's Brody Stefani, and no whistle. And they're going to get it on the floor. Doesn't matter. It's double bonus time. Just single bonus. That's my fault. Mario Romo picks up the foul. That is number 4 on Mario Romo, and he's going to have to take a seat here, and that is a big deal with 9:43 to go. And Romo, along with Ben Woods, going to take seats. Sam Heidel comes in as well. I'll tell you what, Ben Woods, hats off to him, the way he started this second half for North Fond du Lac. First free throw up, no good. Offensive rebound, Brody Stefani finishes at the rim. Wow, Brody Stefani, that is a big-time play. Jan missed the front end of a bonus, and Stefani was there to put it back. That is a big couple of points. The lead for the Ledgers is just 14 right now after being 23 at halftime. It really hasn't been a big run for North Fondy. It's just been chipping away at things. Putty back out to Heidel. Here's Drew Stetbacher, baseline, and he loses it. Some contact down there, no whistle. Kuhn up ahead to Baker. Back to Joey Kuhn. Kuhn missed it at the rim. Rebound with Putty. Up ahead to Stetbacher. Stetbacher, Euro step. Blocked by Judkins underneath is who got his hand on it. Kuhn gets it to Jan, who stepped out of bounds. Back over to North Fond du Lac. Sloppy from the Ledgers. And this was my point in the first half. Anyone that was tuning in that said same old with North Fondy, this is not same old. You would not have gotten this response in the second half when everything looked bleak in previous years from North Fond du Lac. And they got themselves right back in it. That's a silly one from Brody Stefani. He just kind of crowds out Caleb Logan. And during our postgame show against Omro, Coach Krieger said there's just one or two of those every game that Stefani will learn over time that don't need to give that one out 30 feet away from the hoop. Third foul of the half for the Ledgers. Shot fake from Dimitri Reed. Reed has his pocket poked by Jan. Jan on the left side. He gets it stolen right back by Reed. Saved by Heidel to Stetbacher to Putty. Putty, left wing, 3. He wants it. He's just a little bit strong. That was online from Logan Putty. And that would have gotten it back within 11. For now, the lead for the Ledgers stays at 14. Ben Baker initiates the offense. This zone, we've mentioned that it's led to some fouls and some second chance points for the Ledgers, but otherwise it's been very good. Here's another steal for North Fond du Lac as Springs can't figure out the 2-3. Behind the back dribble from Reed. Bounce pass to Putty. Putty traveled. Shuffled the pivot foot. And Caleb Logan hit the ensuing three-pointer. But it doesn't matter. Second time that's happened for Logan Putty. Just slowing things down a little bit for him. And Austin Supley into the game for the first time tonight, at least by my count. He's going to play the top part of the zone along with Caleb Logan. Here is a 3-ball. Bentley Coots, he's got it. Triple for Coots. And they weren't even respecting him as a three-point shooter. And he hits it. That's a big-time jump shot. That one off the foot of Bentley Coots, and it will stay with North Fond du Lac. 17-point lead for the Ledgers on the Quest Interior scoreboard after that triple, which felt like a big shot. Romo on the bench right now. Putty on the bench. two of the top 4 scorers for North Fond du Lac. Supley finds Caleb Logan, who goes baseline. Trapped there, kicks it out. Dimitri Reed, wide open, left wing three, just a little strong. It's another good-looking shot from the left wing for North Fond du Lac that doesn't go. Joey Kuhn into the front court for the Ledgers. Judkins in the corner. Top of the key with Ben Baker, the captain, with a jab step. Shuffles it back out to Judkins. Down to the corner with Bentley Coots. Just hit the shot from right there. This time he was closed out on by the North Fond du Lac Orioles, who are back into man-to-man defense. Curling around a screen, this time Joey Kuhn down the lane, and he finishes. Joey Kuhn has 10 points now. The latest Ledger into double figures with a nice play. Here comes Caleb Logan. Nice response from Caleb Logan, who's got a couple of those in the second half. Here's Bentley Coots, barely able to keep that in from Joey Kuhn. Ben Baker down the lane. That one's tipped around. Brody Stefani somehow gets his hands on it and scores. He's now into double figures, and the Ledger's near 70 points. It's a 19-point lead once again for Springs after it got down to as many as 14, or as few as 14, I should say, and Heidel travels. Here comes Matt Miller into the contest for the Ledgers. And Springs has just found enough plays the last couple of minutes to quiet things down, and it's going to force the hand of Coach Putty to put back in his superstar Mario Romo. See if he cooled off at all. He's got 12 points in the second half, but he picked up 3 first-half fouls, and then about 9 minutes left is when he picked up his 4th, so he's had to sit for the last couple of minutes. And North Fondy going to go back to a zone, probably trying to keep that 5th foul away from Mario Romo. That was Matt Miller in the middle of the paint. His first bucket of the night, and the lead back over 20 for the Ledgers. Here's Stetbacher, triple. Got it, right wing. Drew Stetbacher up to 16 points. He leads the all scorers for North Fond du Lac. And once again, Joey Kuhn, that one a little bit too high for Coots once again. Here's Mario Romo. Jump shot from the free throw line. That one misses, and the rebound is fought for. Nice positioning there by Dimitri Reed, and he's going to force the foul on Joey Kuhn. Nice job by Dimitri Reed to get inside of Kuhn there and force the foul. That's number 4 on Joey Kuhn. So Romo playing with 4, Kuhn playing with 4 here in the second half. Dimitri Reed surveys on the inbound, going to lob it up to Drew Stetbacher, who goes up and gets it. Caleb Logan, far side, working on Judkins. Gets to the right side, kicks it out to Supley. Handing it back off to Logan. Bounce down underneath to Romo, and there's a foul on Ben Baker. And that'll be the 5th team foul for the Ledgers. Just number 2 on Ben Baker. No worries of him fouling out of the ball game. And here comes Brody Stefani to replace Bentley Coots. So the starters back out there for the Ledgers, minus Jan plus Miller. Here's Dimitri Reed. Left wing, jab step. Down goes the lane. Up with the left hand. Can't get it to go. Nice take from Dimitri Reed. Just couldn't find it. He hasn't scored in the second half. Judkins nearly loses it. Gets it back from Ben Baker. He's wide open. Left wing. Cannot buy one tonight. Jack Judkins has had some good looks. A couple of them have been halfway down, but cannot buy one from three tonight. And now picks up a foul, again, 25 feet away from the hoop. That's 3 or 4 times here we've seen that in the second half of the 6 fouls that Springs has had. Just some silly ones way out away from the hoop. Supley looks down to Stetbacher, who goes baseline. Fires a pass back to Supley. Gets down to left corner. 3 on the way. Dimitri Reed, he's got it! Big 3 from Reed, and the Orioles back within 15. Baker, left wing. Kuhn top of the key. Miller, high post. Gets it back here to Judkins, who's just a little hesitant now to fire one up. Stefani, short corner. Skip pass to Ben Baker. Can't leave him open. Baker, 3. This one's too strong. Rebound fought for, and they're going to get a foul on a push. And that was, well, yeah, I certainly didn't see that as a foul, but it's going to be 1-1 here as Judkins penalized for the hustle play. And that's going to send Mario Romo, or check that, Dimitri Reed, I believe, to the free throw line. 4 bonus free throws with 5:08 to go. Still a lot of work for North Fond du Lac here, but they are well and truly back in this thing. First free throw for Dimitri Reed. All twine. Reed's up to 14 points. 14 for him, 14 for Mario Romo, 16 for Drew Stetbacher. Second free throw for Dimitri Reed off the left hand, and it nestles home as well. 13-point contest. 71-58 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. Clock will tick under 5 minutes in this possession. North Fondy's bench trying to get the crowd fired up here, and why not? They're back in this thing. There's another deflection from Supley this time. Joey Kuhn's got it left wing. Shot fake there, back out to Ben Baker, top of the key. Back to Kuhn. Short corner, Stefani. Stefani, power dribble, up and finishes. Brody Stefani has 6 second-half points, and he's got a dozen again. Here goes Dimitri Reed. Nice defense from Joey Kuhn without picking up his 5th foul there. Romo down the lane, kicks it out. Drew Stepbacher's been hot in the second half. He's got another. His 3rd triple of the second half. He's got 19 points. It's a 12-point lead for the Ledgers. 4:15 to go. Timeout for Coach Kyle Krieger. And don't go anywhere. Full timeout by the Ledgers as they try to figure out how to stop this hot shooting North Fondy team. Drew Stepbacher's got 19, 15 for Dimitri Reed, 14 for Mario Romo, 6 for Caleb Logan. Those are the top 4 scorers for North Fondy. High scorer for the game is still Ben Baker. He's got just 2 points in the second half. The zone has kind of stifled him a little bit, but he's got 20 points overall tonight. Jack Judkins has 10. Joey Kuhn has 10. Brody Stefani has 12. That's the top 4 that are all in double figures for the Ledgers. Bentley Coots also had that massive 3 just a couple of moments ago. He's got 9. So if Kuhn scores again, there will be 5 different Ledgers in double figures. But right now, you see that North Fond du Lac huddle, and they are, again, this has been very impressive. Again, without Kaysen Trofnagel, who I want to say 8 points per game. Can try to get confirmation of that. Let me see if I can close the stats down after the pregame show. Let me see if I can grab those, if they're available to me. Grab those out here quickly. And it's just, the response here in the second half has just been very, very good from North Fond du Lac. Kaysen Trofnagel, 7.3 points per game. So, yeah, you're losing a true factor for them offensively. Here's Judkins down to Stefani. He's got a couple of buckets here in the second half. That one misses. Rebound, skied for from Mario Romo. He gets it up ahead to Caleb Logan. Logan, right side, kicks it out to Romo. Romo checked by Stefani. Spins, going against Baker, tapped away, and he's out of bounds as Dimitri Reed had his heel on the line. And a turnover there. Nice pressure from the Ledgers. This part of the game brought to you by Fogel Family Dentistry. Dr. Dylan Fogel is the new owner of Doyle Kelly Dental on Fond du Lac Avenue in Fond du Lac. Appreciate their sponsorship of high school sports this year. 3:39 to play. Judkins on the far side. Short corner with Stefani. Brody Stefani, he loses it. Steal there for Caleb Logan. Logan into the front court. Gets a wide open Dimitri Reed. Left wing 3. This one comes up short. Rebound with Will Yan. And outlet pass to Joey Kuhn. Back to Judkins. Yan is at the high post. That's a dangerous pass from Judkins. As the pressure ramped up there. That was a foul, no whistle. And there goes Judkins down baseline. Has it poked away. Ooh, thought Stefani maybe drug the pivot foot there, and now a whistle will send Ben Baker to the charity stripe as Caleb Logan hit the hand of Ben Baker. Baker 2 for 2, both of those free throws coming in the second half. Coming up after the game, we'll have our Fox Valley Savings Bank post-game show. We'll see. It's a long, winding way to get down to the court, so we may not go down onto the court and do post-game interviews here. Ben Baker makes the first. Also don't want to keep anyone around too long here tonight with the weather that's impending as well. I kind of want to let everyone get out of here. The game workers will get packed up and get out of here afterwards after we give you our final stats for the post-game show. Here's Logan Putty, who came back onto the floor. That one tipped away by Stefani, collected by Caleb Logan. Logan is being hounded. Joey Kuhn taps it out of bounds. Logan was looking for Dimitri Reed. 2:46 to play. It's a 14-point lead on that Quest Interiors scoreboard for Springs. Stetbacher collects in the backcourt. He's working on Ben Baker. Stetbacher down the left side, middle of the paint, leaves it up short, and the rebound down with Joey Kuhn. Kuhn looks up ahead to Ben Baker. Baker's going to slow things down wisely. Skip past to Judkins. Back out to Joey Kuhn. Kuhn finds Baker. Baker wide open. Thought about stepping into the three, but that is good maturity there from the senior. Skip pass to Jack Judkins. Jan threw it away. This one is Logan Putty who stole it. And Ben Baker able to pick the pocket of Putty. Looked like some contact there. I know Coach Putty certainly thought there was enough to warrant a whistle. And now Logan Putty going to have to pick up a foul. Didn't have much of a choice there. And Coach Putty, there was some contact there from Ben Baker as Putty was trying to get the ball up the court. But no whistle was forthcoming. Baker's first free throw up and good. In the second half, the Ledgers have been much better from the free throw line. (11 of 15 by my count in the second half, make it 11 of 16 as Baker misses that. Here goes Mario Romo, he's fouled. And Romo will go back to the free throw line. I say back to, this is actually his first trip to the line tonight. It was Romo's consistent offense to start the second half that got North Fond du Lac back into this thing. Down by 23 at half. And he just got things rolling. Couple of open threes on the left side. Got to his mid-range game as well. And he's a tough guy to stay in front of off the dribble. And then if he starts hitting shots, he's a really difficult man to defend. And the flyway has some good ones. Gannon Schwartz, Keegan Kell, Jake Bresky. Certainly when Cash Farrell gets back for Laconia. Second free throw good for Mario Romo. But Romo has found himself. Ben Baker, there's another. Don't want to leave him out of the conversation. But there's a lot of really good scorers and really good athletes and tough players to stay in front of in the Flyway Conference. And Mario Romo is right in that conversation. Here's Joey Kuhn, lobs it to Jack Judkins. 1:42 to play. Baker, Kuhn, trying to get Bentley Coots to the high post. There is Coots down to Jack Judkins. Judkins is fouled, and that's going to end the night of Mario Romo. With 15 points, he's going to foul out of this ball game. And no one else was fouling for North Fond du Lac, so Romo had to give it and at least put someone to the free throw line for the Ledgers, and he decides to go with Jack Judkins, who has not shot a free throw yet tonight. Double bonus here for the Ledgers with $1:32 to play and a 14-point lead. First free throw for Jack Judkins is good. Judkins, couple rhythm dribbles, spins it off his hand and can't get it to go. There's a massive scrum underneath. It looked like Bentley Coots had a pancake block underneath there and let him play there. It was pretty ticky-tack, a lot of whistles early, and then as this game's worn on, they've let him play a little bit more, which I think if you asked any basketball coach, they'd kind of prefer that to be the case. Let them play down the stretch. And I think that's been the case here tonight. 77-62, Springs leads by 15. It looked like North Fondy was back. Looked like they were going to get this thing back within single digits, and they just weren't able to. Rebound on the missed three from Suplee comes down with Jack Judkins. Judkins into the front court with just over a minute left to play. Joey Kuhn almost has it poked away, and now he's fouled by Dimitri Reed. So Joey Kuhn heads to the free throw line, and Coach Putty loves his team's effort, and why not? I mean, there's a ton of positives when North Fondy talks about this game coming up tomorrow night at practice. If they can find a way to play like this, they're going to win games in this conference. First free throw is missed from Joey Kuhn. I'll say that I would put that stake in the ground right now. If they play like this, now there's that caveat there. This second half has been tremendous, where they've outscored Springs by 8 points. Just not enough time and not enough plays down the stretch for the Orioles. Judkins into the front court, gets it to Joey Kuhn. Stefani down to the corner. He's shoved out of bounds by Suplee with 42 seconds left. As I mentioned, we got our Fox Valley Savings Bank post-game show coming up next. Don't go anywhere. We'll give you the final numbers for both of these teams here tonight. Got some fan favorites coming in here as North Fondy is getting set to empty its bench out. They gave her the old college try tonight. I tell you what, they had the Ledgers nervous. Whether they would admit it or not, I don't know, but they had them nervous for sure. All sorts of new players coming in. Plenty of fanfare for all of the new entries into the ball game. A couple of JV players getting their action out there. Brody Stefani goes 1 for 2 from the free throw line into the front court. Here is Garrett Garcia. Austin Foyt into the game. I think that's the majority of the cheers, I think, are for Austin Foyt, who's the on-ball defender here. Here's the three ball on the way. Also a lot of cheers here for Sergio Rodriguez, who just took that triple. They're trying to get... No, they're not going to get Rodriguez the ball. That was his opportunity. Now Calvin Steffes is just going to dribble this thing out. That's going to do it for us tonight. 78-62, the final on the Quest Interior scoreboard. What a treat between the Ledgers and the North Fond du Lac Orioles. And North Fondy gave Springs all they wanted to handle and more tonight, particularly in the second half. We'll take a 30-second timeout. We'll come back with our Fox Valley Savings Bank post-game show, give you the final stats here tonight, and send you on your way. The Ledgers get the win, 78-62, back in 30 seconds.
One of my favorite things about working at Hoppers is meeting all the new people, seeing all the new faces come in. We come out with a new product or a new way to do something and they come in. I find a lot of joy in just seeing them smile.
I think that all of our customers come in with a vision and they have an idea in their head of like what they want their apparel to look like. Our goal is to exceed the customer's expectations by providing them with high quality apparel and help bring their ideas to life.
Back here at North Fondy one more time with our Fox Valley Savings Bank post-game show. Looking for a loan with no hassle? They can help. Local bank, local lenders, your community, your local community bank, Fox Valley Savings Bank. The final here tonight, 78-62 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. We will give you our final statistics here tonight. Let's start for North Fondy in a heck of a second half effort, not able to, just not enough time. And man, what an effort from them. 2 points apiece for Ben Woods and Brian Woodworth. And I think Woods was a big reason. Again, he was on the floor during that whole run that they made to get themselves back into this thing. 3 points for Logan Putty, 6 for Caleb Logan, and then the big three tonight, Dimitri Reed and Mario Romo each had 15, and Drew Stepbacher had no threes in the first half. He caught fire from deep in the second. He finished with 19 points, a team high for the Orioles. For the Ledgers, 2 points for Lucas Babler, 2 for Matt Miller, 3 for Calvin Steffes, 5 for Will Jan, 9 for Bentley Coots, and 4 players in double figures for the Ledgers, 10 for Joey Kuhn, 11 for Jack Judkins, 13 for Brody Stefani, and the team high and game high for the Ledgers from Ben Baker, who scored 23. He's our Marian University Player of the Game. Log on to marianuniversity.edu to get started today. Ben Baker, the Player of the Game. He had 23. BCI Burke presents the Play of the Game. Log on to burkecareers.com. That's BURKE careers.com for play that moves you. And, you know, North Fondy, it was not necessarily one play, but a series of plays. A little stretch there where North Fondy had it down to 12 points at one point in time. And then they just went cold. There was a couple of turnovers there. They had a couple of good looks from three. Couldn't get things to fall. They had opportunities to cut that down to single digits. And you just wonder, if you get that down to single digits, what does that do to the Ledgers down the stretch? Again, Springs, Ben Baker has a ton of experience. Other than that, there's not a ton of, crunch time experience on this team. You just wonder, had they been able to make one or two more shots during that stretch, what does that do for Springs down the stretch? That's the play of the game, or I guess the stretch of the game here tonight, presented by BCI Burke. All right. AirTech presents our next game broadcast. No matter which type of heating system you have in your home, the knowledgeable technicians at AirTech Heating can perform a timely repair if things go wrong. You can go to radioplusinfo.com for the full schedule. You can also, which is my recommendation, go to Radio Plus Info on YouTube, and you can just subscribe, and you'll never miss anything here on Radio Plus Video Sports. Here's what we got coming up in the next couple of days. Luther Prep is at Oakfield girls basketball. That comes up on Thursday. Also on Thursday, Mayville at Springs boys basketball. I'll be along on the call for that one. And it's a girls basketball conference night. Springs at Lamira, Mayville at Campbell Sport. And we'll also have Oakfield boys basketball against Lake Country Classical Academy. Coming up on Thursday, that's your AirTech Presents Next Game broadcast. All right, Jordan King going to say so long. Thanks to Amos on the camera and Cam punching the buttons. They do the difficult job for me. Want to thank all our sponsors up and down the line. Thanks to the folks at North Fond du Lac for setting us up here right outside their wrestling room this evening. And thanks to both of these coaches for always being kind and sharing their information with us as well. 78-62 the final. Ben Baker goes for 23, and the Ledgers, I'm going to say it, they survive a little bit tonight against a second-half onslaught from North Fondy, and they are able to get the 16-point win and move to 2-0 in conference play. Thanks to everyone I mentioned, and thanks to you for tuning in here tonight. Jordan King saying so long. We'll talk to you on Thursday for Ledger basketball as they're back home on the Ledge, taking on Mayville. Have a good night, everyone.
Thanks to our Radio Plus Video Sports sponsors.
Edward Jones, Integrity Saw and Tool, Bauer Chiropractic, Bondi Family Dental,
Sargento Cheese, Len's Truck Center, Right Way Home Improvement, Taco Bell,
Addison Jones Real Estate, Holiday Automotive, Quest Interiors, Wisconsin Lighting Lab,
BCI Burke, Marian University, Fox Valley Savings Bank, Musa Sheet Metal,
Coal, Oil and Propane, Dufresne Moving and Storage, Marco Tax Service, Winnebago Lutheran Academy,
Bob's Pizza, AirTech, Silica for your home, The Wellness Way,
Fond du Lac Credit Union, Roush Insurance, Scotty's Auto Works, St. Mary Springs Academy,
Bristol Morgan Bank, New Medical Center, Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, Hopper's Silk Screen and Embroidery,
Smith Builders, National Exchange Bank and Trust, Brad Tagliapietra, American Family Insurance Agent, Everson Law Office,
Michaels Corporation, Aurora Healthcare, Vogel Family Dentistry, Anders Auto Parts, Schaefer Auto, Keller Buildings,
Sir Rower Family Dental,